Morning, brothers and sisters. Let's bow down to Shimataji and take Bandhan. Ganesh Mantra. Our attention, Ladhara to Sahasrara, moving slowly on the central channel. Keep our attention steady on Sahasrara. Shimataji, you are the goddess of Sahasrara. Bless us with thoughtless awareness day. Let us listen to Shimataji's speech.
Today, we are here to worship the resurrection of Christ. And also to thank Him for giving us an ideal life of a saint who has to work for the benevolence of the whole world. We talk of Christ we sing of Sri Ganesha, we say we believe in him, especially Sahajogis feel he is the eldest brother that they have. And a tremendous surrender I find among Western Sahajogis especially for Christ. Because they were born in Christian religion, perhaps maybe, or maybe that they found Christ's life a very special one. But to Sahajoga, he has to be much more than that. And to you Sahajogis, many people believe in many deities. Like some believe in Sri Krishna, some in Sri Rama, some in Buddha, some in Mahavira, and some in Christ. All over the world, they do believe in some higher being. But this belief is without the connection to begin with, and becomes a kind of a falsehood that they think that Christ belongs to them, Rama belongs to them, or Sri Krishna belongs to them. That they are the possessors of all these deities because they have obliged of believing into. And that is how most of the faiths have come. And though they ardently believe in Christ, all these faiths have failed. Because when they believed in Christ, they believed that through Christ they can get their checks cashed. It was like a bank. We pray to God, you get me all right. Then get my mother all right, my father all right, my sister all right. Get me so much money, get me so much wealth, or health, or anything. Thinking that because we believe in Christ, He is so obliged that He has to pay for it. He has to look after us. And that we are rightful possessors of His blessings. Then they form churches, temples, mosques, clubs, believing that now we belong to Christ. All this group is a very special chosen one, or we belong to Rama or to Krishna or to someone like that. And to whomsoever they may belong, the one to whom they belong does not know anything about them. Christ has said, you will be calling me Christ, Christ, I won't recognize you. It's a big warning to people who say we believe in Christ. So, without the connection, if you believe in someone, it has no meaning. It's just like some sort of a mythical, romantic idea that another person whom you believe in has a special relationship with you. So this assurance that I believe into something, or this assumption that I believe into something, because I believe into something, I have every right to get all the blessings that I ask for, is a myth, as you must have realized after Sahajoga. But when you become a Sahajogi, then you have got your connection with all of them and with Christ. But this connection, again, in a subtle way, is the same style. For example, what we try to do is to ask again that this should be done, that should be done. My agya is caught up, mother, please clear it out. Or I've got headache, so please put it right. Because you believe in Sahaja Yoga, you expect Sahaja Yoga to feel obliged. That see now, they believe in me, but it's such a great obligation. So Sahaja Yoga must do something for you. Whether you do anything for Sahaja Yoga is not important. Only because you believe in Sahaja Yoga. Because Sahaja Yoga has given you realization, so Sahaja Yoga has every obligation that it should look after you. I am in Sahaja Yoga, still why should I suffer? I am in Sahaja Yoga, why should my mother not be all right? I am in Sahaja Yoga as if sort of a organization where you have paid money or something and you are supposed to get all the rewards. But now let us see, after Sahaja Yoga, what should be our attitude, which is saying. The first is that now I am a Sahaja Yogi. And now I am connected to Christ. So, what is my responsibility? Christ felt responsible for the whole world. He is described in the Devi Purana as the support of the whole universe. As soon as you are connected with Christ, the whole attitude has to change. So, to be connected with Christ means, what are the qualities of Christ you have imbibed within yourself? That's the minimum of minimum. What did you get out of his life? Is it that he has cured people, all right, so you should get cured? He gave eyes to people, so you must get your eyes back. Do you mind removing this? Or is it that his life, which you have enshrined, should also make you something that could be enshrined, that could be respected, that could be called as a reflection of Christ's life? Now let us see his life, what kind of a life he led. We read Bible, we carry Bible everywhere, and even I saw the Bible in the hotel as if it's a part of the thing, like a soap is kept in Bible. Of course, I read it. I don't know how many read it. But then it doesn't become to say you are a Sahaja Yogi if through his connection you have not received any one of his qualities. For example, this is now connected to the mains, so you are getting electricity through it. This doesn't give electricity to the mains, but it receives. So you have to receive something from him. And what you have to receive is the qualities that he had. You might say because Mother he was divine. He was the Son of God. But he was also son of his mother. And you are also son of your mother. So mediocrity in our character cannot say that we are connected with Christ because there is no energy of Christ flowing in you. When the energy of Christ flows through you, you express it. Like yesterday, the gentleman was playing, and I think the power of Saraswati started flowing in him. And how beautifully he played. He couldn't control his fingers. He said, it's all happening here. I don't know how. So, throughout, if you see his life, he was a person who was all the time bothered about the benevolence of the world. How clearly he went and talked to the priests and told them that you don't understand me because you are blind. He told them that he knows his father and his father knows him, but you do not know me nor you know your father. So openly, blatantly, he was talking. He was not afraid that he will go to jail. He was not afraid that by saying such a thing, the ego of others will be challenged. Because he was not pretentious. He was not doing something that was not truthful. He was telling the truth. And truth has that capacity to express itself through your personality. But do we really believe in ourselves? Do we really believe that we are Sahajogis? That we can talk to people as Christ could talk to them? At a very young age of 12 years, he could go and talk to the priests. What courage! There was no need for him. He should have really got married, like Sahajogis do, and settled down with his wife and children nicely. Because the main headache for Sahajogis seems to be the marriage and their children. He never married. He was so precious that he didn't want to waste his time with these things. He died so young, he knew he had to die. So, in his life, you see, he was not a mundane type of personality, not mundane, not ordinary. And when he spoke with such confidence, with such knowledge of truth, that people did believe him, had to believe. They couldn't help it. This power you too have, and you can do the same. But the way he used his power, why can't we use? Because we are not intense about it. Our attention is on something else, which is quite frivolous, which is useless. All right, we are Sahajogis. So what do we think? First thing we'll think, now today is a puja, what should I wear? Then I haven't yet pressed my clothes, or my sari is not all right. I have to match it, and how to dress up. All these frivolous things first come to our house, our brain. Or in the morning when you get up in your ashrams or anywhere. What do you think? If it was Christ, he would say, I'm sleeping still. I have to meditate. I have to be one with the divine. He would not say, no, the divine will look after it, it's all right. The divine will meditate for me. Yeah. After all, Parama Chaitanya, it has to meditate. Why should we meditate? We are all Sajogis. Everything is such. So let the divine meditate for us. We can't get up in the morning. It's difficult. We can't. You see, just can't. But then you can't be a Sajogi. You are supposed to be connected with all the deities, not only Christ. And here you can't even get out of your bed to meditate. While all the deities are already up there, waiting for you to get up, that's all. They can't understand what's happening to these Sajogis. How can they be so low? After all, Mother must have given them realization, thinking them to be something great. How did they get realization? They're so ordinary, so mundane, so useless. The deities start wondering, why Mother gave them realization? Because a person who cannot enjoy his meditation cannot be a Sajogi. That's the first sign of a Sajogi, that he looks forward to that time when he can meditate. That is the time you are really in connection with the divine and you enjoy the most. Whenever I get a chance, I go into it. I find it so difficult to come out of it. For today, it happened to me. I was thinking that I'll have to struggle out for this puja. I'll have to work it out. I don't know how will I get out of this meditative mood. But surprises so many people. It's brought something for me to. How people are meditating. Especially so many Indians told me this thing. It's something very surprising. That they are supposed to be meditating and immediately they get up. What cakes, what things, what have you cooked, this, that. There's no slumber of meditation in them. They just start thinking about food. How can that be? It's the way you cannot get out of your sleep. In the same way, a Sajogi cannot get out of his meditative mood. It's so enjoyable. You want to be there. So one of the signs that you are not yet anywhere near Sajoga is that if you cannot enjoy your meditation. Imagine if you enjoy a television show or anything, you have to see it, isn't it? You cannot just say, all right, I'm sleeping now and I'm enjoying the television. So you have to be awakened to it. But that awakening is within. And there you see your own connection. It's a joy that I cannot describe really. There's only one word for that, is Nirananda. It's just Nira means only the joy, absolute joy. And who would like to give up the joy for what? For a cake or for a tea or this. I mean, just think of it. The joy is so deep, so intense, so beautiful. I don't know what else to say. You have not tasted the ambrosia. There was said as if the ambrosia is trickling down on your tongue. It's like that, the taste of it. But what I find, that the depth we have not touched, which is within us. All of you have that not that you don't have. I have not given you realization because you are just there, here, because you have that depth within you. You are special people with that depth, but you haven't touched it. It shows you haven't touched it. Supposing it's like a well full of water, but you are still dangling somewhere in the middle. You haven't yet touched that depth. Because once you get into that, you get completely drenched and lost. But if that is not the situation, that shows that you are still somewhere dangling in between, and any time you can come high and dry. So you have to judge yourself. This is the time for you to judge. You are in connection with Christ. He achieved his resurrection, by which we have to achieve our resurrection. But what have we done to achieve that resurrection which he has achieved?
जगजननी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्षप्रदायिनी माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
Shri Mataji, for this beautiful collective meditation. Yes, Shri Mataji. Let's bow down to Shri Mataji and take bandhan.